Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 29th to the 4th of January. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. My readings are also timeless, so if you stumble across one of my readings and it's not in the time frame stated in the title, it means it's for your next 7 days starting from tomorrow. So let's begin. I'm getting a very floral energy here. Sort of like seeing you as like flowers and trees, and I don't know why. We'll figure it out though. You're radiating, that's why. You're radiating your colors into the world, radiating your truth into the world. Not just like talking about it, but actually doing who you feel inside. Like the person that you feel that you are inside, you're actually showing to the world that you're this person. And you're feeling beautiful as a result, like beautiful like a flower as a result. Like gleaming is what the word I'm hearing, gleaming in the light. You're connecting to the spiritual realm. You're connecting to your spirit guide. Just connecting to spirits around you that are on your team or on the same page as you. You're very much so connecting to spirits around you and gaining clarity. You're gaining downloads. You're actively searching for your spirit guide. You're actively searching for getting to know them and connecting more to the spiritual realm. I see you like up at night, perhaps while the sky is quite clear. Maybe you might be outside or indoors, and you're like meditating or trying to connect to your spirit guides, so that you can gain some clarity about your life and which way you're going and which way, what's next basically. You have like a longing to know more than you already currently know about things. And this week you will be making successful contact with your spirit guide. You will be seeing what they look like. They will be revealing themselves to you as to who they are and what they look like. You won't know. You will only know what they look like. You won't know much else about them. But the connection is gonna be formed. Like you've just been wandering aimlessly, and now you're trying to streamline your life in the quickest way possible for you to reach your true life here. You're like actively looking how you can shift or timeline jump into your reality that you want to live. And you've already kind of done something like this, of like figuring out what you want to do with your life. It's like you're taking it to the next level here. Like literally you're taking it to the next level, like jumping even further into your purpose, where your soul is calling you. Like you're already doing things. What I mean by that is that you're already doing things that are aligned with your purpose, but they're not actually. Well, some of them are actually a part of your purpose, like the way of you incorporating of your way of being, your way of doing things is actually a part of your purpose. The way you're already doing that, but you want to embody more of it, more of your purpose, so that you're living your life day to day looks fully like you're in your not like looks like, but it fully is in your purpose day to day. You don't want to waste any more time. There's no such thing as wasted time. Like we come here, we have a purpose in this life, but that's just the universe. That's what we agree with the universe that we're gonna do in this lifetime. But our soul comes here for other reasons as well. So not just that to fulfill this purpose and what we learn from the purpose, but our soul also comes here to have different experiences that we feel called to do. So there's no such thing as wasted time. I would say it's more like embrace time, where the time that you embraced an idea, embraced a feeling, embrace something that you are searching the answer of what it led to. You're gonna start to see the bigger picture this week of like you're gonna see the bigger picture of what you want your life to look like what you want the what decisions you need to make moving forward in order to live in authentic in a way that is in alignment to your path, in alignment to who you're trying to become. So you're gonna see the bigger picture of the next moves that you need to make in life during this week. You're trying to figure it out this week. Like, what are the next moves? What do I need to do moving forwards? What do I need to do? What do I need to embody? Do I need to change anything? Do I need to move to a different place? You're willing to do everything, but you're finding the answer here exactly is what you need to do. And that's why you've been actively trying to connect to your spirit guide, trying to figure out what you need to do. And the answer is always within you. The answer you haven't knowing already what you want to do, but you're gaining clarity about what the next steps are for you here as you're connecting to your spirit guide. Don't be dismissive of how things look and how things are showing up. Like it's like there's this energy of desperation that I'm getting here of you trying to connect to the spiritual realm and trying to get answers. Just let things unfold. If you chase after stuff all the time, you'll always be in an energy of chasing. The universe will give you more situations where you're constantly chasing for things. Whereas when you're in the energy of, just abundance in general, where you're in the energy of, letting things unfold, the universe gives you more experiences where you get to feel like you're unfolding, your life is unfolding in a good way. Like you need to let things unfold in your life rather than chasing. Just allow yourself to be in this moment, allow yourself to connect, allow yourself to feel that connection between you and the spiritual realm, feel that connection that you're going to be experiencing here this week. But just take this moment as a moment of pause within your life so that you can appreciate and look at like what you're going through, and from a sense of wonder, from a sense of amazement of like that you're feeling what you're feeling and not just trying to rush to get to the other side. We're just excited, I get it. Just excited to continue on this journey. But the whole point of the journey is not just the destination, but it's about what you experience, what the climates are, what the weather is, what the wind is like, what the ground is like, what the views are like, when you're in these situations. And I mean from a spiritual standpoint, It's not about just getting from A to B to C to D. There's no such thing as wasted time. You can't waste your time. There's only, what did I say? Embrace time. Where you embrace time and you embrace chasing after something for however long because you want to do it. And that's the whole reason your soul comes here in the first place. It's the whole reason all of our souls come here, to chase after stuff like this. You know, life is meant to be very simple. We've complicated it. We've really complicated, overcomplicated life, unfortunately. So let's jump into your reading and see what else is going on here for you this week. Very spiritual week for you. Very spiritual week. God, I was recording there for a second. The sound. Oh, yeah. So, your current energy, you've made some sort of decision between two paths here. You've had the choice between two paths. One was more scarier, one was more comfortable to you, that was being represented by the Strength card here. One of them was like you had to face your fears, and the other one was like you had to face comfortability. And I think you had something last week about facing your fears, but choice, important choice. I can't remember the readings, to be honest with you. Oh no, what was your reading? Performance. Completing a huge life cycle. So I can't remember the reading, to be honest with you. But anyway, you've had a choice between two paths here, and it was either choose the one that looks more. So this is currently what you're going for. Sorry, you're choosing between two paths right now. Before this is your current energy. You're choosing between a path of like that's more difficult, that looks more challenging, that looks more scary. Not challenging, it looks more scary, and you're choosing between that one and a path that's comfortable. And so you've chosen the path that looks more scary, and so you've learned that you need to have inner strength, when you're going through life, no matter what comes before you, that you need to be calm and strong in every situation. If you're fearful and anxious when you go into a situation that's scary, the situation also becomes fearful and anxious, like with the Strength card. The fool climbs up a rocky cliff, and as he climbs to the top of the cliff, it's a hot day, the sun's bearing down on him, and he's tired, and there's a lion that appears before him and it tries to eat him, because the fool becomes scared, and the lion also becomes scared. So the fool can't outrun the lion. He becomes, he's trying to look around if he's got a weapon or anything. He doesn't have anything, so he starts to pray, and this flower maiden, she appears from behind the lion, and she puts her hands on the lion's head. She manages to calm the lion down, and so the fool tries to ask her how she subjugated the lion, and she shushes him instead and tells him that there's other ways of using strength, and in this situation it's inner strength. Because she's calm and strong, the lion also sensed she's calm and strong, so the lion became calm and strong, and it calmed down. And so it then tried to eat anyone. So the lesson here is, no matter what comes before you, you have to be determined to move through your life, to get to the next stage, and so forth and so forth. Had the fool, when he climbed to the top of the cliff, had he been calm and strong rather than fearful and anxious, the lion wouldn't have become fearful and anxious, which it did, and it tried to eat him. So if the fool had been calm and strong, the lion would have been calm and strong. He would have been free to go. He wouldn't have had to pray. And miraculously, this lady came out from behind the lion and managed to calm the lion down. So you've chosen the path that's been more scarier, and you've been determined. What it means is you've been determined to move forward, and you've been calm and strong. So rather than being fearful and anxious that this is going on and that's going on, you've been calm and strong to persevere and get through to the other side. And so you have successfully come through out on the other side, and this is how you're coming out here, is you're deciding that your life should be like an adventure, that you should treat your life as an adventure, and you should be confident about being adventurous. And so it's making you very passionate to live life more, knowing that you're actually physically protected from harm, you're physically protected from harm, spiritually speaking, as well as you taking inspired action towards what's making you passionate at this time, so towards your manifestations, and you're being guided this way to live more freely, to live more adventurously, because that's where you're going to see the most benefits, and that's where you're going to see the most happiness from life. Jumping into the week, your theme for the week is the Two of Cups. So this week you're going to be meeting some people here that may be part of your soulmates, some friendships that you might be making, people that you're meeting here in general, which I feel like is well needed, and is showing up here that is well needed, that you need some new friendships, you need some new companions and new friends that you can call friends. And so this week is going to represent you meeting some of these type of people, the experiences you're having here, you're meeting these type of people, but more importantly, you finding more balance, more harmony, more unity within yourself, within your life in general, finding balance with situations around you, harmony with situations around you. So this is a really good week for you, becoming harmonious and balanced and united with your physical, mental, spiritual, like they're coming together as well. Jumping into the week, we have between Monday and Wednesday the Fool. So between Monday and Wednesday, it's a new beginning happening here for you that's going to make you feel almost like this childlike wonder. You're believing and trusting that this is the right time for you to begin a new cycle here, a new beginning, and this new beginning is in regards to, this has been clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So it says in regards to you mastering yourself here, you obtaining new skills, and you're feeling very determined. I'm just going to get one more to clarify this one to see exactly what it is. So you're building something anew. This could be financially related. You're building upon something financially new, so that you can have much more money come in for you, much more harvest come in for you. So this is a new industry that you've never worked in before, and you're starting a new journey here, embracing more like this childlike wonder, spontaneity, trusting that this is a good move for you, trusting that the universe has your back in this situation here. And therefore he gets to the edge of this cliff, and he basically he skips off, and he closes his eyes before he does, so you can see his eyes are closed, and he skips off knowing that he chants a mantra to him, like within him, saying he is free, he is full of joy, he's full of excitement, he is protected from harm. He's chanting this mantra as he's skipping on air. And so he's like skipping, and he doesn't open his eyes until he gets to the next side, which is the Magician, which you also have here, interestingly enough. So this is something that you're starting here financially, that's going to give you mastery over your finances here. And this is something new that you're working on, a new industry that you're going into, that's going to bring you more financial harmony and make your material work for you. So this is something that's going to be very lucrative. It's a new beginning in your finances here. I'm just going to pull out one more actually. New beginning here. You're going to be able to manifest Pentacles out of nothing. You're going to manifest this opportunity whatever it is, you're going to manifest it out of nothing here, and again, it's going to bring a lot of balance to you and a lot of harmony to you, which also ties back into your theme actually of you finding a lot of harmony and balance this week. So this is like a magical opportunity, and it's like you're trusting your heart that now is the right time to begin whatever this is. So it's like this the thing in itself is the opportunity, however it comes across you, however you start it, whether this is an epiphany, whether this is someone telling you, whether this is you seeing something, or whether this is coming in from within. That the thing itself is the opportunity. That you've already got one thing that you're working on, whatever it is, and you're going to start up another one, another project, another thing that you're building that gives you sort of like a financial security, sanctuary in times of hardship. So it's looking very good here. Between Wednesday and Friday, we're in this energy of the magician. So this is the next stage on the Fool's journey, and he opens his eyes once he reaches, the magician's realm. And so the magician here is doing everything first of all, the magician is divine masculine energy, and divine masculine energy is doing everything in your power to take inspired action, to follow creative impulses in regards to what you're trying to manifest on earth. So by you moving towards what you're trying to manifest, that's what causes your manifestations to come in. And so the magician is a part of the Fool. He's not actually separate from the Fool. The Fool is like, why can the magician hear my thoughts? What's going on? And the magician smirks and he, disappears inside of the Fool. And then that's when the Fool realizes that the magician is part of me. So we all have this part of us within us. We're all capable of manifesting happiness, a better life, all of this kind of stuff. And so this is being clarified by the Seven of Swords. So this basically means that the Seven of Swords clarifying the magician is that you're using everything in your power to manifest, to take inspired action and follow creative impulses, to have your manifestations realized. But at the same time, you're taking cunning actions away from anything that's trying to lie to you, anything that's trying to deceive you, betray you from being in this divine masculine energy of manifesting happiness for yourself. Anything that's trying to sabotage you, anyone or anything that's trying to lie to you, deceive you, or betray you in any kind of way, you're taking cunning actions away from those people so that you can stay in this energy of the magician and manifest your true desires. You're not being pulled away by anyone into a certain direction. You're the one pulling yourself into this way of being and saying, this is what I want from my life, this is the way things need to be, and this is the way I'm going to see growth. Because you understand, and this is being clarified by the Page of Cups, so you understand, you're very connected to your spirituality, you're very much connected to your psychic gifts. You're asking a lot of questions of why you're doing this, why you're doing that, and this is to yourself. Like, you're asking yourself a lot of questions about what's deceiving you, what's lying to you, what's betraying you, if this is you, if this is other people, if this is a new situation coming in, wherever it is. You're keeping yourself in a position where you can be the magician and manifest what you've been wishing. And so you're actively moving towards it. Here, the magician, he's able to manifest these roses from the desert where there's no soil, and so he does this instantaneously. So it's very powerful energy. You recognizing that you're in this sacred space and you're trying to stay in this sacred space of manifesting, because when the Fool, he reaches the place where the magician is nothing but sand, and so the sand can also be represented as golden abundance, where it's very abundant. The place is a sacred space you're in, where what you envision now, what you're able to envision now, what you're able to envision the way you want your life to be between Wednesday and Friday, those things are actually going to come in for you here for the next few weeks. So it's very important that you keep your energy, that you keep yourself in a sacred space, that you don't allow yourself to take yourself out of it, whether it's through intoxication and of any kind of thing that does harm to you, experiences being around people, so this is the cunning actions that you're taking away from anything that's trying to lie to you, deceive you, betray you, take your energy in some kind of way. You're spiritually aware of these things, and you're very much so aware of what you're doing in terms of being in this magician energy, and so you're cherishing yourself being in this energy, because you know, it brings you great happiness being in this, just being in this magician energy of you following like whatever you're working on. And this is like what your desires are, your purpose. You're working on your purpose. Here's what I'm seeing. You're working on your purpose, and you're starting this side project, whatever it is, seeing whether or not it will take off. It's going to take off, but you're enjoying being in this energy of the magician, is what I mean to say. So yeah, really good between Friday and Sunday. Again, this is also going back to the channel of you trying to connect to your spirit guides here. This is going to happen here between Wednesday and Friday. Like I was seeing you, like maybe up at night, trying to, very spiritual energy of you trying to connect to the spiritual realm, which you will be doing here successfully between Wednesday and Friday when you're in this energy, because you're trying to move away from listening to people to listening to your own inner guidance, your own spiritual guides, your own heart, in regards to what you need to do at, you know, in every situation, like the way you make decisions. You're not trying to be dependent on other people, you're trying to be dependent on your own connection here, which is really good because you're connecting more deeply to your heart as well at the same time. Between Friday and Sunday, you're in this energy of the Ten of Swords, so you're having an ending here, like an ending of the pain you've been carrying, the ending of betrayals, and this is in regards to friendships that you've had. So these people that you're meeting, like that is on your theme, coming here between Friday and Sunday. You're meeting these people maybe out and about, but you're having an ending where you're making new friends here. You're letting go, you're releasing the pain you've been carrying of the betrayals of friendships of the past. The loss of feelings, the loss of emotion, the loss of friends, you know, that you've had. Going into this week, you not have a lot of friends. You don't socialize a lot, but by the end of this week, you're going to be making new friends that you're going to be celebrating with here. Actually, between Friday and Sunday, this is very much so needed for you to feel much better, and now you have much better discernment, much better intuition, much better connection to your own heart. So you're not going to allow people that are bad for you into your life and do what they did to you in the past. So you're in a much better position now than you ever have been, to be honest with you. And so these new friends are coming in and signaling an ending in the pain that you've been carrying. So this is really cool energy, to be honest with you. I'm going to pull out your challenge to see what's affecting you here this week, what your challenge is. So the challenge is something that is affecting you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, one way or another. The challenge will show up, but depending on how you carry yourself, it may not affect you that much. But, you know, the challenge is trying to keep you from elevating your life, upgrading your life, and it wants to keep you stuck in your current reality. So when it comes in, don't give it energy, and that will signal you killing it off. That will help you kill it off. Oh, I forgot to mention, between Monday and Wednesday as well, you're going to be seeing some feathers as a confirmation you're on the right path. But particularly between Monday and Wednesday, that this new journey of yours has indeed begun. In regards to whatever this new project is, in regard to whatever this is that you're working on, this new thing. So your challenge for this week is you're finding a lack of balance, a lack of compassion for yourself. You're getting quite hot-headed and not being able to maintain your calm, and this is because you're in a position where you're not feeling like you're being nurtured. You're in a position where you feel like you might be financially lacking, and so you're just worried, like, you know, if things are going to be stagnant moving forwards, or if this is just temporary. And it is just temporary, but you're like worried that you're not being nurtured at this time, that and you know, things are against you. You feel like it, and so this is causing pain, heartbreak. This is causing sorrow and hurt within your heart. So this is your challenge here, is you not finding compassion for yourself, not being compassionate towards yourself. You need to be compassionate towards yourself first of all, and that's what will automatically readjust you to being balanced and feeling whole. You are indeed leveling up. Like I said, you are in a sacred space here. You are beginning something new. this new thing that you're beginning is, like I said, it's in regards to your true purpose. You're already doing things that you are part of your purpose, but this thing what you're doing starting here is your actual true purpose, the main thing basically. And so you're starting something new, and then you're in this sacred space of manifesting, imagining what you want from your life for the particularly between Wednesday and Friday, and that's gonna set the tone for the next few weeks. So it's like things are happening, but it's just you're very much so caught up in the now, like what's going on now, like it hasn't happened now. And so that's where you're being uncompassionate towards yourself. You need to show yourself compassion, be like, this is just a moment. I need to appreciate, like I was saying in the channel, I need to appreciate this moment that I'm currently in. Like it's not all about getting to the next stage. So let's see what your outcome here is for this week, given all of this energy. So your outcome here is you are receiving an opportunity, a gift, which is going to be this thing, whatever it is, that's going to be a part of this new beginning, like I was saying, between Monday and Wednesday. But you're gaining this new opportunity, gaining a gift of abundance, a gift of wealth from the universe. And this is a wealth in being able to be courageous, being able to be generous with yourself, kind to yourself, as well as being creative, like creatively doing things, creatively creating this thing that you're doing, whatever it is that you're going to be beginning here, and being very clever in business with it. It's going to be very lucky for you. It's a very lucky time for you, of you chasing your happiness, and you're mastering yourself here. By the end of this week, you're going through a transformation of mastering yourself, having a lot more wisdom, having a lot more respect for yourself, taking authority of your life, and being in your truth, more and more in your truth. The more and more you can be in your truth, the better and better your life gets. And so this is setting you up to receive from the universe blessings, to receive nurturing energy. So by the end of this week, you will be receiving this nurturing energy from the universe, and being able to tap into your own abundant nature, to make things actually realized here in the world for yourself. And, so of manifestations, literally you're receiving manifestations. You're receiving this nurturing energy so that you can call your manifestations to you quicker. These opportunities that you're manifesting, they're going to come in quicker, and they're going to make you feel very abundant here and enthusiastic. So I'm going to leave you a reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.